What is happening with you, my beautiful people, my family? It's your boy Caleb here at Midway Vibes, Chinwag Podcast. You already know we got a very special guest, someone who is a young entrepreneur, very driven. He is a young student. He is the founder of Boldly Motivate. Trung, this is my boy Trung.
Yeah, what's up, guys? I'm
Oh,
Tron.
and thanks for coming on, man. I appreciate you coming on.
Oh yeah, for sure. This is like really exciting, and I've always
Yeah,
wanted to do something like this, so I couldn't
yeah,
say no.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, man. So tell us what have you been up to?
Basically, I've been the last few months I've been running like my own like Instagram page, like you've
Yeah,
mentioned. It's basically like a motivational page where I post motivational content and entrepreneurship content. Yeah, I also run like a little mentorship program on it where I help people
yeah,
start their own Instagram businesses and stuff and
yeah.
boost their online presence. Outside of that, I really enjoy like lifting, like I work out a bunch, and right now I'm in school. I'm a second year student in college, so classes just started again, and
Yeah.
yeah,
How
I'm
do
just
you like that? How do you like college?
college. It's pretty stressful. I'm majoring in kinesiology, so
Okay.
I'm
What
I'm
is that?
taking
It's a really big word for me.
yeah. Kinesiology is basically the study of like body movement, and
Okay.
what that is like physical therapy and
Oh
just
yeah.
like helping people with injuries and stuff like that, like nutrition.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
So it would kind of be like a physical therapist. Is that what you want to do? Like a physical therapist?
yeah, like when I'm older, I'm trying to do like go down that career.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. I think that's really cool because like I feel like your body can heal by itself, and like physical therapy can most definitely play a factor in that.
Oh yeah, like I've always been interested in like how athletes like recover from injuries.
Yeah.
And I've always like ever since I was a kid, I've seen like athletes getting injured and then I see like the I don't know, the people that like help them like they rush onto the field after and
Yeah.
like a football player gets injured and they help them out. I've
Yeah.
always like been interested in that. And, like you get to watch like free games too.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
get paid. Yeah.
Do you do it for your like the team, the school, like your team school? Does that make sense? Did I say that
Oh
right?
no. Oh, I know what you're talking about. But no, I'm just a student right now. I don't
Yeah.
do that. I'm just taking
Do,
classes.
do you want to do that or that's not something?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like I would totally be down to like go on like a sports team
Yeah.
and like, help them
That'd
out
be
with
pretty
that. That'd be
cool.
so cool.
My junior year, I wasn't like a trainer or nothing, but like I was kind of like I guess like an assistant for the coach because the squad I went to was like super small. We only had like one coach and he had to do like every every sport. So like
Oh
I helped him with basketball and like I don't play basketball. Like I like know enough to know what's happening, but I don't know like
yeah.
logistics and IQs. But
Mhm.
like he would just have me doing like helping him do little things, and it was like it's like a whole different experience from like being a player and being a like I guess just like on a different outlook on the game, and it's really unique. Like it's not that trainer aspect, but it is kind of like if someone got hurt, I would go onto the court and help them.
Yeah, like you're like right next to the coaches and stuff, and you hear what's
Yeah,
going on. So
yeah,
that's all. It's like really cool.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
So what made you start your Instagram page? Oh, we're
Um,
also before where can we find you at? What is it called? I'll go ahead and link it in the description, but what is it called?
it's at boldly motivate BOLDY
Okay.
motivate MOTIVATE. Um, yeah, previously I ran three Instagram pages,
Yeah.
and the first two they flopped. I never like grew them at all. They just
Yeah.
got a few hundred followers. And
Just
then
live and learn.
the third one I made during last around this time last year actually. Um, I grew it to like 50, like close to 50,000 followers within like 5 6 months.
Yeah.
I got 8 million views on a reel. I got
Yeah.
close to 20 million views on like reels in total. So that blew up my page. And then while all of that was happening, my account got hacked, right? My
Uh,
account got hacked, and then Facebook like disabled the account, and I've
yeah.
tried getting it back multiple times, but it just hasn't worked out. So I'm
Yeah.
just restarting up my page again,
Yeah, for
getting all
sure.
that
So you
stuff.
already know that he be having some good content. I'll be looking at it and I'll be like, this is straight facts. You need to go check him out for sure. Go hit
Yeah,
that
man.
follow button. Is there post notifications on Instagram?
Yeah, there's post
Turn
notifications.
your
Yeah,
post notifications on. Notifications on for his content because I promise you
definitely,
it's A1.
definitely.
Yeah. So what made you start the Instagram page?
Honestly, I was just bored one day. My first
Yeah.
ever page was actually a fitness page, and I just posted like fitness content on it. I didn't really post like what I post now, like motivational stuff or entrepreneurship stuff.
Yeah.
Um, at the start, I was just having fun with it. I wasn't really serious with it. I just made content and posted it
Yeah.
without really caring about like the specifics, like hashtags and all that stuff. But yeah, I started that for fun, and then after that, I so yeah, after that first page, after it flopped, the second I tried making a second page. It was more around entrepreneurship, motivational stuff, just like the third and fourth pages I created.
Yeah.
That one also failed. I like bought followers and bought like likes and stuff. It just didn't work out.
Yeah.
And then um another few months go by, and I'm like, I'm gonna try this again. Why not, right?
Yeah.
Like during COVID, I was like, I got nothing else to do. I'll try this again.
Yeah.
Um, and I started it. I didn't buy followers. I didn't buy likes. I actually got I applied for like a mentorship and I bought a mentorship. And
Yeah.
this dude, like he really helped me like learn how to properly use Instagram and how to actually grow your page, get sales, all of that stuff.
Yeah.
And I've incorporated all of those things and I've like brought like mixed it in with my some of my personal stuff, and it really like exploded my page, and I made decent money out of it. I mean, it wasn't that much, but like for like a kid like me, it's pretty cool
Yeah.
on the side. Um,
Especially just for like doing something that's like enjoyable and like helping others and like it's,
yeah,
it's just like super easy. Like I'm sure
yeah.
it's like there's a lot more to just easy, but like to make money off of it, it's like pretty easy.
Oh no, yeah, like that's my goal. Like I've always been really like driven to help people get the best out of themselves, like whether it's
Yeah.
on Instagram or just like in real life or like when it comes to school or anything like that. Like
Yeah.
I've always been like really driven to help people, and I've always wanted to help people in some type of way. So like when I thought of the idea of creating like a motivational page, like that really clicked to me.
Yeah.
Um and yeah, after that whole mentorship thing, my page blew up, and basically I was beginning to get some sales. I made a few $1,000 from just like DMing people, like
Yeah.
cold sales through DMs. It was cool. And then my page got like, like disabled. It got disabled.
Yeah.
I was pretty upset because I
Yeah.
put a
I would
lot of
be
hard
upset
work
too.
into that thing.
That's like basically your moneymaker. And then it's
Yeah, like for a college kid, like I was working at Target, but
yeah.
I was getting paid more to be on my phone than actually work at Target. So
Yeah.
like I ended up leaving Target, but then after I left Target, my Instagram page got like disabled. So
That's
at
like
that point
that's
I wasn't making any type of money.
yeah.
But I mean by that time school was starting to kick up again. So I mean I got through first semester.
Yeah.
I was actually on academic probation because my grades last spring semester were like really bad. My GPA was pretty bad. So I
Yeah.
was on academic probation, and this previous semester in the fall, I got out of it because I simply was like, I'm not going to focus on Instagram at all. I need to get my grades up or else you're going to kick me out of school, right?
Yeah.
So I got my grades up, and then near the end of the semester, I started up this new page again, Boldly Motivate, and I'm just in the very beginning stages of
Yeah.
kicking everything
Sure.
back to
Gotta
gear.
yeah, gotta take over again, gotta redominate.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. I for sure I can tell your page is gonna grow just by the but like the content you post. Like most definitely. Like there's no chance it won't grow.
Yeah, oh yeah, for sure. Like if you just post consistently, something will blow up eventually.
Yeah, eventually,
Yeah.
it just takes that time, the consistency, and patience.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, like right now I'm focusing on getting some students who want to learn how to do this,
yeah,
and I'm giving out some spots for free, of course, as
nice.
you know. Yeah, so like right now, I used to like mentor. I don't really consider it mentoring, but like helping. I consider it helping. I help people
Sharing your insight.
yeah, share my insight on like creating a theme page or just overall boosting your online presence. Like I love helping people in that aspect because I'm knowledgeable.
Yeah,
I don't want to come off as like cocky or anything, but like I've been around Instagram for a few years now, like
yeah,
with theme pages and stuff. So I know like a good amount of stuff.
yeah.
Um,
And
and
that's
I'm
good though. I mean, like that's good because you obviously know more than someone who hasn't done anything because you have that experience and like you've obviously had a successful page that you lost, and now you're regaining that successful page presence.
yeah, and I'm just looking for some like people who want to do this. It's not difficult. I mean, it does take time. It
Yeah,
takes like several hours a week that you have to put into it. But like right now, I got everything set up to where everything is all automated. My posts are all automated. My stories are automated, and all I have to do is just do a little thing like here and there, and I'm just growing my page without just looking at Instagram. It's just growing itself, you
yeah,
know. And I want to like help people do that themselves because like Instagram it's used by over I don't know hundreds of millions of people are on it every
yeah.
day. So like
Instagram's gonna be around. Like it's destined to be around for sure.
it's not going anywhere, you
Yeah.
know.
I
Like,
mean, it's in the part of the meta, and like the meta is the future.
yeah, the meta like metaverse. That's so cool. I find it like really interesting.
It's very interesting, but I kind of get lost and like confused. So then I kind of just like shut down, and I'm like, oh, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, like the metaverse is really, I don't know. It's like VR, but like
Yeah, next level VR.
it's like next level VR.
Have you heard
Like,
about the 5Gs? Like the 5G, not like the phone 5Gs, but like 5Gs. I was in a conference the past week, and say they had mentioned how everyone is gonna have 5Gs within the next 5 years. And he was like, it's not like 5Gs in your phone, it's like 5Gs. And I was like, what is he talking about? Like he has like a company, like a satellite company and a wind turbine company, and he's like into electricity. So I was like, what is he talking about? Like he's super smart. And he was like, within 5 years, everyone will have 5Gs. And he's like doing this. So I don't know if that represents anything. But then
that's
today I saw a post, and it was like something about 5Gs, like how like planes are canceling flights because of 5Gs, and they don't want to like interfere with anything and have any problems. And I was like,
oh
what the heck? But like I didn't have time to click on the link because I was at work, and I just like saw it real fast. And then I was
yeah.
like, and then it disappeared. I could never find it again. And I've been busy, so I haven't looked into it. But I was wondering if maybe you knew anything about 5Gs or
Oh no, I've never heard of that at all. Actually, that's
yeah.
like the first time I've ever heard anything about like 5Gs.
Yeah,
That's weird.
yeah.
Seriously.
The future is gonna be really weird, to be honest.
Honestly, it's so insane. Like the whole like NFT thing, like you know NFTs, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, yeah.
like I don't understand. Like I know it's like digital art, but like I don't get why you'd pay so
That
much
much.
for
Yeah,
like a monkey, like a JPEG of a monkey, you know? I
yeah,
mean, it's like digital art, which is cool, but like I don't understand what's the purpose of doing that.
yeah. And I think there's some like I've seen some pieces that are like really detailed and like really like
Mhm.
people really you could tell they put hard work into it.
Oh
And like I
yeah.
see that like okay, that's reasonable. Like I guess because like and then like a lot of them like that like they come with like an actual painting, like it says like physical painting involved or like other stuff too. So I'm like okay, I guess that's reasonable because like I've never personally bought like a high piece of art, but I know they can. Yep, did pretty high. So I was like, okay, I guess that's reasonable. But like I see other stuff like the apes and like super simple stuff going for like thousands and millions of dollars. I'm
Yeah.
like, what the heck? Like why?
Right. Like I get like buying them and holding on to them for a
Yeah,
bit and selling them, but I don't understand just at when they're at their peak value, let's say at like $50,000 or something, right?
Yeah.
Or even more. I don't get why you'd spend that much money for it to go like I don't think it would go that much higher.
Yeah.
It's already that high, so like I don't know.
Yeah, for
It's just a
sure. I mean,
flex at that point.
it's interesting. I mean, I think the whole stock and cryptocurrency and NFT world is interesting. Just like
Oh
in
yeah.
general, like it's very like I feel like it's so broad, but it's so like indirect, and it's like it's kind of weird.
Yeah, like crypto actually really interests me. I'm pretty like uh, not big, but I'm into crypto,
Yeah,
and like I know more about crypto than actual NFTs.
yeah.
And
Tell me
crypto,
something about crypto. Tell me something about crypto so I can learn.
basically, I don't know. The market's been down the last few weeks because of something about like the Fed, like something. I forgot what it was, but like the
Yeah.
market's been down the last few weeks. But honestly, crypto,
Is it does the market crypto market work like the stock market? Like
yeah,
should you
it's a
buy
lot.
right now that it's low?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
But the thing with crypto, it's a lot more like volatile.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It'll go up and down. Like one day, like you're up like I don't know, like 20%.
Mhm.
Next day you're down 10%. Like
Yeah.
at that point, I just don't even look at my like crypto portfolio because some days it's up like crazy, and then the other days it's just
Yeah.
plummeted.
That's what I do with my stocks because if I start looking at them, I start stressing out and like
Yeah,
it's not even
yeah,
worth it. I just like I check it occasionally to make sure they're doing okay. But other
right.
than that, I don't really look at it because it stresses me out.
Yeah, I haven't looked at my stocks in a minute actually, but
I wanna put you on a stock actually. It's not too bad. American Waterworks Company. I don't know if you've heard of them.
American
They're like the
Awards.
leading water company. But they've done really good. Last year I got them at like 120, and now they're like at 170. So it's like a
Oh,
stock to buy and hold for sure.
oh, that's good growth stock then. That's
Yeah,
cool.
most definitely.
Okay. Um.
But continue what you're saying about the crypto.
Oh my gosh, like crypto, it's insane. Like the previous year, the growth has been like in crazy. It's been really
Yeah,
bullish. Um, and then all of a sudden, like the past like few months, like it's just been down like insane. Like I'm down like a good amount.
yeah.
Um, yeah, a few like crypto, like since you mentioned like a stock, I should be watching a few like currencies that I really like are Mana, Decentraland. That's basically like really it's the Decentraland's basically where like it's
It's
metaverse.
just MANA.
And MANA.
Okay, that's it.
NANA, yeah.
All right.
It's what Decentraland is. It's basically where it's metaverse. It's literally like a metaverse.
Yeah,
It's like that coins that like they have like a website where you log in and it's like you enter the metaverse through Decentraland. And like Decentraland is like a metaverse, right?
yeah.
I feel like that's gonna blow up. Right
Most
now it's at
definitely. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Because that's like the future right there. It's like
yeah,
that's
exactly. Right now it's at like 280
a coin.
yeah, $2.80 a coin.
Oh, $2.80.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really
nice. I thought
extremely
you were
cheap.
talking like 280, like
Oh
$280.
no, 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 no. But like I got in at like at roughly $1 like 30, and
Yeah,
it skyrocketed to like $5, roughly like $5, and then it dropped down. I mean, it has the potential to get up to like I don't know, pretty high.
yeah.
Like it's like 20-30 bucks, something like that.
Sure.
So I'm like holding on to it long term. Um
Do you buy whenever they like go up? Do you sell and then like do you like sell it so you can make profit and then buy like wait till it drops, or how do you do that?
I usually hold long term.
You hold long term? Yeah,
I
that's
don't
usually
like trading.
yeah, that's usually what I've been doing. But like someone was recently telling me like how they like sell. And I was like, I feel like that's just kind of stressful. Like
Yeah.
that sounds like stressful because like you're gonna be like always waiting for it to like rise and then like what if it like you sell and then it rises again and like
I mean, it's better than like buying high and then just plummets. Like you
yeah,
buy all time high and then it plummets and you have to sell and you lose like
yeah.
how much. Another one is Solana, SOL. Um I think it's under $200. It's like 180 right now or something
Uh,
like that. But it people are saying it's like Ethereum, right? Like I'm sure
yeah,
you know. It's a lot like Ethereum's like rival. It's Ethereum's like biggest rival. So
yeah,
it has really big potential. Less than $200, I feel like it's great price for it.
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
not some crypto expert, okay? Don't This is not financial advice. Do not take my advice.
Yeah.
Don't don't.
Yeah, I feel you. But it's just like that's what something that you're doing, and that's something that's kind of benefiting you. And it's like, why wouldn't you want to share that?
Right, yeah.
I feel you. I feel you. I kind of feel like that's how I am. Like I don't know a lot. I don't know. Like I know I could be way more knowledgeable, but like what I do know is that like I bought this. Like there's multiple stocks and I buy, and like I don't put everyone like on stocks. Like all of them. I just put them on that one because I know it's
Yeah.
good. So like I know like I can at least put you on something that's good. Like that at least well in my time it's benefited me.
Mhm. Yeah, like honestly, it's not bad to share information. People like
Yeah.
are so secretive with information.
Yeah.
Like they charging money for stuff. Like it's not that big of a deal, dude. Like just say stuff. It's not
Yeah.
you're just helping
I-
people out.
yeah.
But outside of like crypto, I'm really into like working out, and I also love anime.
Anime.
I love anime, dude.
Yeah. How did you get into that? I've actually never gotten into it. I had a friend try to put me on, and he like sent me to this weird website, and it was super hard to like figure everything out. So like I
Yeah.
just kind of gave up. And ever since then, like I watched anime on Netflix one time, but someone was like, "That's not real anime," and I was like, "So what am I watching?" So like ever since then, like I didn't really watch anime.
Yeah. I'm actually like really new to anime. I started watching like in May when the new Demon Slayer movie came out. That was like the first ever like any type of anime I've ever watched was the Demon Slayer movie. And ever since then I've been like hooked. Like I binge before I got my girlfriend, I straight binge watched anime all day.
Yeah.
I would go to the gym and then go home watch anime. Like
Yeah.
recently I've slowed down on it, but I really enjoy it. Like seriously.
What makes it interesting to you?
Storyline. It's like just normal TV shows. It's just animated. That's all
Yeah.
it is. There's a bunch of like cool stories and stuff, plot twists, character you enjoy like the characters and stuff. It's really cool.
Yeah.
People hate it because it gets like a bad rep when it comes to like, like the weird stuff, like anime
Yeah.
has a bad rep because of like all the weird things that like people think of when they
Yeah.
hear an anime, but it's actually really cool. Like I used to crap on my friends for watching anime, but now I'm more hooked than they are. So
Yeah.
it's not.
I unconscious or consciously because I know about it. I just don't say anything. Like I am kind of like you watching anime. Like I kind of question you. Like what you really on, man?
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't really say anything because like I be on some weird stuff too. Like opera, like that's something that I don't think really anyone knows about me. But now they know because I just said it. Opera. I be listening to opera.
yeah. Okay.
It be a whole nother level of music.
Opera?
Like it is like yeah, opera.
Dang. That's
I don't even know what they're saying, but it sounds cool.
yeah. It's like really like like it's
Yeah.
yeah.
And they like
It's
have like weird. It's weird. It's weird. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I'd be listening, I'd be like, what? But it's cool. I like
yeah.
listening to it when I work out. That's like next level.
Oh, you listen to opera while you work out?
Yeah.
Oh wow. I mean, I listen to like anime intros when I work out, so that's not as it's just as weird. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Weird is good though. I say
Yeah,
weird is
good.
good.
Weird is good. It just makes us different.
Yeah, for sure. We need difference in this world.
Oh, 1000%. Everyone's just so stuck on like, I gotta look good on social media, this, that. I gotta impress other people. I gotta buy stuff to impress people. Like, it's who cares?
Yeah.
Like as long as you're happy with yourself, I don't see the big deal.
Exactly. Like you just gotta live your life. Like people are gonna talk regardless. Like you gotta live a life that
Right.
makes you happy.
Right, exactly. And you just gotta surround yourself with the right people too.
Yeah.
Like it's you don't want to be around people who are just gonna crap on you if you
Yeah.
have
For
big
sure.
goal or anything like that.
You're gonna become the people you hang around with.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's so true. So You have to pick your friends wisely, you know?
Yeah, for sure. I feel like your friend should be like someone who's like it like someone who keeps you accountable because like that's something that's like I
Mhm.
feel like that's something that a lot of friendships don't have nowadays. Like we just like allow it to happen or just like okay. And like I
Yeah.
mean I'm guilty of it too. Like I'll see like my friends doing something and I like say something to myself, but like I won't verbally say it and be like, you shouldn't be doing that or something. And I
Yeah.
feel like I need to step up on that because like it's just like it's gonna if it's gonna have a long term like effect that's not good. Like why am I okay with you doing that? It's like self harm basically.
Like me personally, I've always like called out like my friends on their like BS. Like
Yeah,
out of all of my like in my friend group, like out of everyone, I feel like I'm the most like excuse me, like logical thinking person.
yeah,
And if it doesn't make sense, I'm gonna call you out for it. You know, like
yeah,
I don't care how you feel. If it's wrong, right?
yeah. I feel like I'll get like that if they personally ask me, but like I want to be like not so much because like I want to be a dick or like calling you out all the time. I just feel like you
Yeah.
should have a friend that you could like know is gonna keep you in line, even if it's hard.
Right.
And, like I feel like there's friends that are I'm close to, and I'll call them out and I'll be like, hey, like you like crossing the line, you out your neck. Like I'll just call them out, whatever it
Mhm.
is, whether big or small. Like I'll just call them out, but I won't do that to everyone.
Oh
Uh,
yeah.
and I've obviously like you can't just do that to everyone, but I'm talking about like my people like I have like a friends like I have like friends like everyone I consider everyone my friend because like
Of
y'all
course.
are homies, but like I have like a group of like tighter friends that are really like I guess like an interlock of like a brotherhood, and I feel
Mhm.
like those people I'm comfortable calling out, but like other people that are just like normal friends like I'm not comfortable. Not that I guess I'm not that I'm not comfortable, but like I just don't call them out, and I feel like I should because like when people call me out, I don't like it at the moment. I'm just like taking it, but then at
Yeah,
the end,
like you feel some
like
type
at
of
the
way.
end, I'm just like, okay, I really appreciate you for that because you put me on, you helping me out.
Yeah. Personally, like I always want people calling me out if I'm like doing something
Yeah,
wrong or just not doing something that's not right. Anything like that. Like I just want to be the best. So if you're gonna just tell me I'm the best all the time, like that's cool, I guess. But like I'd rather have someone critique me and give me
you gotta have
advice.
that constructive criticism in order to grow.
Exactly.
It's kind of like a process.
Exactly. Because no one's like perfect. So if you're just
Yeah,
saying I'm doing everything right, then it's just what's the point?
exactly. In a way, I feel like perfection is a lower standard because like we know we're never gonna get there, and we basically setting ourselves up for making it okay to fail because we know we'll never
Mhm.
get there.
Yeah. Thing with like perfectionism though is like you shouldn't I mean, you should hold yourself to a standard, but you should not expect like everything to be perfect.
Yeah,
Like obviously you should hold yourself to a higher standard
yeah,
um when it comes to like anything you do, but you shouldn't expect it to be, oh, it's going to be like this every time, exactly
yeah,
like this, because like you never know what's going to happen, you know?
exactly.
Like something might get thrown off and you have to like replan something and it's not
Yeah,
going to be perfect
you just
all the
gotta you
time.
just gotta adapt.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I mean, I totally feel that because like there's even times like where I have something planned and if it doesn't happen, like I start stressing out, I start getting frustrated. And then like
Yeah.
I realize and I'm like, why? It's like okay, the world's not gonna end. This little moment is not gonna
Yeah.
cause like a big disaster. Like it's okay.
Like the thing with me, well, that happens to me a lot too, actually. Like the whole like getting thrown off thing.
Yeah,
I usually plan out my days every day.
yeah,
Just because I like structure. Like I'm a really like structure based person. I love planning out my days, like knowing when I'm doing something at the specific time. I plan out like every hour, the whole day.
yeah, for sure.
Um, and sometimes like something gets thrown off, right? And I'm just like, "Ah, I can't do this later because I have to give this thing
You have a
attention, you know?
block time. Yeah,
Yeah, like yeah, yeah, I use like time block, I time box.
yeah,
Um, but it's I don't know. I get really frustrated when something gets thrown off, but it's like it's whatever. I have to adjust. You know, I can
yeah.
always shift time. Like yeah, it's
That's how I am because like I used to have I don't have time blocks like adjusted to like my new schedule. But when I was at my old job, I had like my time blocks because like I had a lot of free time on my old job. So I had like time blocks. So like while I had free time, like I'd be doing stuff, and I had like my time blocks, and like I still have them now, like for the evening. But I haven't really been following them because it's like I'm like, I haven't really, I really need to do that. Actually, I haven't really adjusted to my schedule. And I feel
Yeah.
like so all over the place, like the past couple of days. Like, I just feel like I can't get nothing done. And like, I got all these things and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, like it's been like honestly for me too. Like I get like the whole chaos thing. Like everything's
Yeah.
been everywhere. Like that's how my winter break has been. Like before winter break, I'd plan out like my days and stuff because I'd have class in the morning, and then I'd go to the gym, I'd go to class, and then afternoons I'd do homework, and then I'd do whatever the rest of the day, right?
Yeah.
But like winter break is like it's completely different. Like you're free all day, and
Yeah.
my girlfriend's back from college, so we're just hanging out like a bunch, and
Yeah.
it every day is like unpredictable, you know. So
Yeah.
going back to school, um, I'll be able to plan out like days a lot more like
Yeah. A
easily.
lot
Like,
more efficiently.
yeah, yeah, a lot more structure. I love structure.
Yeah.
I
For
love
sure.
structure.
Structure is good. It's also
Yeah.
good to have that, like, not structure, though, have that adventure, that funness.
Of course, like you can if your whole life is just bland structure, you're gonna be miserable.
Yeah.
So you got to enjoy yourself like every once in a while.
Yeah, definitely. You got to. It's important.
Oh yeah, of course.
What
Um,
what's something that you like to do that's like enjoyable for you besides like working out, doing your Instagram post,
that's a good question. I love reading.
reading?
I
Well,
love
put
reading.
me on some books, man. Put me on some
Oh
books.
my gosh. I have so many books. Um, the the one book I'm reading right now, it's Way of the Wolf by Jordan Belfort.
Yeah.
Um, it's about like sales and like selling. So like it's really specific to what I'm doing right now on Instagram. Like I'm like DMing people for sales. So this book is
Yeah.
basically about like the Wolf of Wall Street. I'm sure you know like the Wolf of Wall Street, like
Yeah.
how he was able to like make money, like sell through the phone during like his time, and
Yeah.
he's like putting his strategies into this book. And I've been reading this. Um, here, I'm gonna grab some more books
Yeah.
actually.
Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Do you think?
All right, so um, okay, this isn't like I have a bunch more books, but like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
these are the few that I've read that I've really enjoyed. First one is The Magic of Thinking Big.
I'm gonna write this
It's
down.
Yep. It's a lot of like I don't know. It helps with just your overall like mindset about things and how your attitudes towards certain things can have major influences on your life.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like
The way
a
you,
great
the way you
mindset.
look at life is major. Like, you could have two the same scenarios, but the way you look at it will change the whole perspective.
Exactly. Like it's the same scenario. It's just how you view it can
Yeah.
dramatically change the result of that
Yeah.
scenario.
You want to change your
Um,
life, change your story.
yes, sir. That's great. That's great. Yeah, this book is great. Next book is The 5 a.m. Club.
Yeah.
Um, this book is so good. Um, I I used to like in high school, before COVID, my senior year, I would wake up at 4:30 in the morning,
Yeah.
to go work out and then do homework before school. And then when I'm like go to school, I'm just full of energy, right?
Yeah.
And then you know, like people like go to school and like they wake up, right? They wake up an hour before they have to leave and they're just extremely tired, they're miserable.
Yeah.
And before even reading this book, I was like, I have to wake up early because like I went through the processes of like, oh, waking up at 4:30, going to the gym feels
Yeah.
good. Um, that really like cemented after reading this book. Um, before winter break, I would wake up at 5 a.m. every morning and just start off my day. Like I'll first 20 minutes I'll like work out. Next 20 minutes I'll meditate. Just chillax, right? Then
Yeah.
the last 20 minutes
Get grounded.
yeah, yeah. And then the next 20 minutes of the first hour of me waking up, I would look over my goals, plan the day, just set myself up, and then I get to work.
Yeah.
And then after like a few hours of working, it turns like 8 o'clock. I'll go work out. and then I go to class and I just feel great. It feels you're
Yeah,
so
definitely.
energized.
Yeah,
It's so
I
good.
never woke up that early, but like I would wake up like a couple like an hour and a half before, and it wasn't to work out. I would like sell. I would I would sell tacos at school, so I would like make
Mhm.
tacos.
Oh wow.
I would never wake up and like be like I would never have energy. Like I would be like how the kids at the school were making food. Like I would just be like there. But once I got
Mhm.
to school, like I felt good. Like I was probably not as good as you were feeling because like for one, you were doing something that's good for you, and you had like
Yeah.
you were like had way more time and you were more efficient with your time. I was just kind of there. Um,
Yeah.
but I think I know a percentage of what you're talking about.
Yeah, like if you wake up early, you have more time to do things throughout the day, and
Yeah,
just seeing the sunrise like really helps your head out.
yeah, it's beautiful.
I don't know why, but it just feels so good. Like I sometimes I'll like be reading my book downstairs, like looking out the window and the sun just rise. It's the best feeling
Yeah,
ever.
that sounds amazing.
It's great. Um Last book, um The Power of Habit. Um it's basically about small habits, and small habits, and like why you do these habits, like the psychology behind habits, and how important habits actually are in your life, and how like you don't really recognize or realize like how habits really like are important,
Yeah,
like how really important they are. um the thing with habits, like you can, let's say you work out for a week straight, right? Like let's or 2 weeks straight, and then you don't work out one day, right? One day,
yeah,
um that one day might end up as like 2 weeks. Like
yeah.
it's so crazy to think about. Like if you're
I know.
thrown off for one day, it might screw up the whole entire thing. Like it's so
Yeah.
crazy to think about. And like being consistent is extremely important. It's tough, but as long
There's
as
a
you like,
psychology behind it too, isn't there?
yeah, there is psychology behind
Yeah,
it. Like if you're able to make things easier for you to do, you're more likely to do them. Like people don't
yeah,
realize
for
that.
sure.
Like let's say if you want to wake up early and work out, or like go on a run in the morning, right? As like right when you wake up, you should put your running shorts next to your bed. You should put your running shoes next to your bed. So when you wake up, it's the first thing you see. It's a lot easier to grab rather than pulling out your drawer, taking the
Yeah,
shorts out. It's just right there for you.
definitely.
It's just small things like that. It really helps, you know. Yeah, I love reading. I've spent a good amount of money on books. Kind of like don't
That's
regret it, but it's
That's good though because like
it's
it's way
money.
better than spending it on like materialistic things because actually
Right.
learning from that it's like a self investment. You should never
Hmm.
stop investing in yourself.
Of course. And like the thing with these, like you can reread them. You know,
Yeah,
like
definitely,
it's not
definitely.
like a library book where you have to return it. Like you can reread
Yeah,
these.
and you probably the next time you read it, you'll probably get a whole different outlook on it because you're probably in
Exactly.
a spot in life.
Exactly. And you can like, I don't know, I've written like some notes in these. Like I'll like write down on a post-it note, and, like stick it in the book. Like
Yeah,
if you have your own book, you can do whatever you want with it. So it's really
yeah,
cool and
yeah.
consistent.
I do have a question though because you are very driven, man. You are you. I can just tell you're so driven. You're reading books. You're how old are you? You're 20,
I'm 19.
19.
Yeah, I'm 19.
No way.
Second
um,
year of college.
that's cool. Wait, how did that work out? How is it your second year of college and you're 19?
Oh, I'm turning 20. I'm turning 20 in March.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, right now I'm just 19. I turned 20 in March. Um,
I don't really know the college and the age level because like I didn't go, so like I
yeah,
don't really know like how the age level. That sounds really young to me. Like
yeah,
first
like
year.
no, yeah, I'm second year. I
Yeah,
mean, it's cool. I mean,
yeah,
last semester was like decent, but college is college. I mean,
yeah,
it's not. It's important, but it's not my like number one thing that I want to
for
like.
sure. I feel like it's kind of needed for what you want to do, right?
Oh yeah, like
Yeah,
PT, physical therapy. It
yeah,
is needed.
definitely.
It is needed, but I've got like other things that like, I've got plans for. You know,
Yeah,
like if
for
that
sure.
doesn't work out.
So what is it? What would you say that drives you, that makes you feel so driven, that gets you up every morning, that keeps you going? Because that is most definitely a stopping point or a quitting point for a lot of people. Whenever they they lose their biggest Instagram page, and you like just you just started again, and you have you're still driven for it. So like I'd like to know what that is.
Um, what gets me up every
Not only for the
morning?
Instagram page, but overall in life, because I can
Life.
tell that you're an overall driven person in life. I just use that as like an example.
Yeah, as an example, I get that. Um, the one thing that gets me up every morning is my future self. You know, like my future self isn't determined yet. He's waiting for me, my present self, and I want to set him up for greatness. You
Yeah,
know, I don't want to be average.
I know what you
Like
mean.
average is like cool. Like I'm from Minnesota,
Yeah,
so like the Viking, like their football team, the Vikings, they're the most average team in the NFL,
yeah,
right? And the last few weeks, like last week, they fired their head coach and they fired their general manager because they don't want to be average anymore. They want to win.
yeah.
And I feel like I could apply that to myself because like being average, like you're like you'll have a job and you'll
You'll be
buy a
comfortable.
house. Yeah, all of that, right? But
You'll
like
probably be miserable. You just won't want to admit it.
exactly.
Yeah,
People think you're doing well. You're trying to impress others, but you're just miserable inside.
yeah,
I don't want that when I'm older. I don't want to be working until I'm like, like my mid 50s or 60s. Like I don't want to do that.
yeah.
Um, so that really motivates me. I just don't want to be working for that long. Also, I want to be able to travel like whenever I want. Like that's a huge
Where's
dream.
somewhere you want to travel to?
Honestly, either France, Spain, or Japan.
Yeah.
I feel like Japan would be really cool. But yeah,
I had a friend put me on going to Japan, and I had never been interested in it just because like it never really drew my attention. But then like she had told me like all the cool things that were there and like everything
yeah,
that's there and like how the like just how it's so different. I was like maybe that would be kind of cool.
Japan. Yeah,
Yeah,
they're so like their culture is really cool,
yeah,
and I feel
definitely.
like being spending time there would just be so fun. Like
Yeah,
seriously,
a whole nother experience.
I know it's like nothing. It's nothing like America. Like
Yeah,
any
definitely.
like across the world, like anywhere in general, just it's just not like America.
Yeah, I feel everyone thinks like this is how the world is. Like this is
Right. Like
how the
that is
world
not the
is.
case. Not
Yeah,
even close.
yeah, not
But
even like they have no idea of like what other countries have to go through.
hmm exactly. And like there's so many like
I,
cultures out there, like I want to be able to experience all of those. I feel like those are
definitely, yeah. Or
so
like
cool.
we're so closed off in like this little space. Like, yeah, we can meet someone that's not like that's from another country, but that's not like true culture. Like it's just a piece
Right.
of culture.
Right. And like everyone's different, so it's not
Yeah.
like you meet someone from Spain. That doesn't mean everyone from Spain is like that, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, traveling is really important to me. I really do want to travel. Also like just being free, like just being able to wake up and not like having to worry about going to work.
Yeah.
I mean, going to work, like that's great, like of course it's amazing. Like having a job, it's great.
Yeah.
But like if like personally, I don't want to be working when I'm like extremely old. I
Yeah.
want to be able to retire when I'm like younger.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, that keeps me.
What's your age? You gotta do you have it set already? Do you have like your number set?
I have a 10-year plan, but it doesn't like there's
Yeah.
no I feel like you can't really plan it out that far, to be honest, because life is just it's gonna throw everything at you.
Yeah,
You just have
definitely.
no idea what's gonna happen. So
It's very unpredictable.
yeah, like realistically, I'd like to retire before I'm like, I don't know, 40.
Yeah.
40. I have to find a way to support myself. But like I'll do whatever I can to make sure I retire before 40, whether it's um online stuff. Like I love personally, I love like online like social media and like YouTube. Like
Yeah.
my plan, no one knows this, like not even like my followers know this, but like I want to build up my page to where it's big enough so I can make my own like YouTube channel for it, and I can provide value when it comes to Instagram growth, Instagram like marketing, Instagram like news. I want to create like an Instagram YouTube page
Yeah,
that goes along with my like actual Instagram page.
yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I think you could for sure do that, man. There's no questions asked if you could do that. You just have to put your mind to it.
Like I was gonna do it like when my last page blew up, I was in the process of doing it, right? And
Yeah,
then my page got disabled, which okay, it sucks, but like I've moved on already. Like that
yeah,
page was cool. I was really bummed out for a few months. Like honestly, I feel like that's way too long. Like a few months, that's way too long. But
yeah,
like no, I'm ready to just kick Instagram's ass again. Like seriously.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that. I like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
You got to. You got to take over. You got to have that gladiator mentality.
Yeah, man, of course. Honestly, like I feel like COVID's really changed me because
Yeah, definitely. I could for sure say that COVID, man, COVID's a whole nother story. How would you
yeah,
say COVID's changed you though?
I feel like being stuck inside
Yeah.
myself because I'm
You
an
have
only
to yourself.
child. I'm an only child. I'm sorry to cut you off, by the way,
No, no,
but
no.
I'm an only child and like I don't have any siblings and like all my family are in like different states. So it's just me and my parents at home, right?
Yeah.
So that means I have a bunch of like free time when it comes to just being by myself, like lone time.
Yeah.
So I feel like having that much lone time during COVID really like helped me just not critique myself, but like really evaluate myself and what I want to be like when I'm older.
Yeah.
Um, and I feel like that's really helped me out because ever since COVID happened, like I've been a lot more driven. Like in high school, I was like, yeah, I want to go to college. I want to be a doctor, right? But like, I didn't realize there's so much more stuff outside of that.
Yeah.
That I'm doing. I've done so much research on like just overall social media marketing, like all of that, like online stuff
Yeah.
and like stocks, crypto, all of that. Like without, like I'm not saying COVID is a good thing. It's a horrible thing. Like
Yeah.
it's really like helped me. Like
I mean, like it's a bad thing, like that it's happening to people, but in a way, like the downtime it gave us, it could be bad. Like it could be, I'm not saying like it's good because it's just
yeah,
like the way you play your situation out. Like I had a bad experience with COVID, but like my like out of quarantine, I don't know. I guess like the world is still in quarantine, but like out of like where I'm like located at, like we kind of like stopped quarantine and like slowly started going back to normal life. I feel like that's when I started taking advantage of
yeah,
COVID. But like for you, I feel like you seem like you took advantage of it from like the get go. So like
yeah.
I totally see both perspectives of it.
Like right when I remember the week, I remember the first like few cases that of COVID like were confirmed in Minnesota. It
Yeah.
was during my spring break senior year, and I remember a few days afterwards they gave us an extra 2 weeks of spring break, and I was so excited. I told all my friends like, guys, we have an extra 2 weeks of spring break,
Yeah.
but like little did we know they just canceled the rest of the school year.
Yeah, we
You
thought
know?
the world was gonna end. We didn't know what was happening. That's what
Yeah,
happened to me too. I was a senior and it was spring break. Excuse me. It was spring break, and then they actually told us a month. They told us we were like, "You're not coming back for a month," and then our English teacher actually told us, and he was like, "Y'all aren't coming back." And
dang.
he was a veteran. Like he used to work like in high up in the veteran. Like I don't know exactly what he did, but I know he
Yeah.
like fixed things, like nice things. That's what he says. Like he could never. He says he couldn't tell us exactly what he did, but anyway, that's what he told me. At least I don't know how true it is. But anyways, he was pretty cool, and he was like he was a weird, but he was a wise person. So like I always listened to what he had to say.
Yeah.
He told us he was like, "Y'all aren't coming back after spring break," and I was like, "What are you talking about?" And he was like, "Watch what
Wow.
I'm saying. Y'all aren't coming back after spring break. The world is about to change." And I was like, "What?"
Man,
And then he
that's
told me, and then I was so confused. And then like 2 weeks later, I was like, I think maybe his name was Mr. Rios. I was like, maybe Mr. Rios was telling the truth.
yeah, COVID was so crazy, man. Like everyone, I remember the first like few months, like mom and I would go to Costco, right? And we would rush in and like try to get out as fast as we can because we were so scared of COVID.
Yeah.
We would wear gloves. We would like try to get out as fast as we can because we were just scared of people.
Yeah.
Like it was insane. Like the first months, the first like
Yeah.
5, 6, 4, 5.
Was there a lot of like stuff that was missing where you're at?
Oh my gosh, yeah, like toilet paper and
Yeah.
like all of that.
There was toilet paper one time when I was shopping, because I would do like the shopping for our family during quarantine. So I went shopping, and one time there was toilet paper, and I got excited. I like called my mom, and I was like, "There's toilet paper!"
There's toilet
Someone
paper.
heard me from the other side, and they like came running with their basket, and they like threw like I'd say at least 10 in their basket.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, people went crazy for toilet
Yeah.
paper. It was insane. And like water too. Water was like bottled water. Oh my gosh.
We actually had a lot of. I don't know where we got water from, but we had like, I think we had like 4 cases of water. I think usually. I honestly don't know where we were getting them from because I feel like I never got water.
Yeah. Overall, like COVID's really like given me personally a bunch of free time to think over things and
In a way, rediscover yourself.
Yeah, rediscover myself. Like figure out what I actually want in life, like people don't sit down enough and genuinely think about stuff like that. They're too stuck up on like, oh, let's go party out, let's go partying this weekend, let's go drink this weekend, all of that stuff. It's just like focus on your future, man. Like partying's cool, but you can do that later.
The only one who can support your future self is your current self.
Exactly. Like just you can do all of that stuff later when you're like when you've made it, like you're young. It's
like it's cool to party, like, but don't make it like a every day or every weekend.
Right. It shouldn't
be throwing money down the drain. You're not doing anything for your health. You like setting yourself back. Like you're doing yourself a disservice.
Yeah, like you're honestly just if you're making partying and drinking your personality.
Yeah.
You've got issues, man. Like I don't want to like offend anyone, but like
it's the truth. The truth hurts.
It's just the truth.
The truth will set you free.
Yeah. Like the whole like Instagram thing. I never thought I'd like if I told myself like when I was 16, right? If I told my 16-year-old self that you're gonna be like working on social media and building up theme pages, like he wouldn't believe it. Like he's like, what are you talking about?
I definitely agree with you. If I would have told my 16-year-old self that I'd be living the life I'm living today, I'd be like, what? That is so not what you're planning to do in life right now.
Yeah.
Like, how did you go from this to what you're doing right now? Like, that makes no sense.
It really makes no sense.
But like, I feel like now that I'm living in it, it makes total sense. And it's like, I'm living it up.
Of course. Like the only thing that I've feel like my 16-year-old self would believe is that I'm going to like my dream school. Yeah. That's it. Like that's it. Like everything else is just so different. Like I wasn't even working out. I started working out when I was 17 and like I've been working out like 5 days a week since I've been 17. Like it's
what does your workout regimen look like? Is it like mainly weights or is it like cardio or like HIIT workouts?
It's well, it's all weights. Well, not all weights, but it's majority weights. And then when I'm cutting, I do a bunch of like HIIT workouts. I would sometimes like box. I have like a boxing stand in my basement.
Boxing goes hard. Boxing is next level, right? The boxing is slept on.
Yeah, it's great. It's so much fun.
It's great. Yeah, definitely. It's beyond great.
It's so fun.
Yeah.
It's great cardio too. You burn so many calories.
Yeah. And it's like a full body workout most of the time.
Yeah. You're using your whole body, like your hips, everything.
Yeah. I started doing boxing recently actually. I don't know why. Like I would work out and like I would just start boxing the air and I was like, this is really fun. And I did that for like 2 months straight, just boxing the air. And then like I told my dad, I was like, hey, can we get like a punching bag? And then like from there, I just kept like going on. Like I just kept moving up the ladder and I was like getting more cool things for like boxing and like learning more about it. And like I've just been more involved in it. And I that is most definitely like, if I don't want to work out, I'll be like, okay, I'll box for like at least 30 minutes. It'll be fun. I can easily do that, and I'll get like a good workout. That is like my go-to workout now.
Oh yeah, boxing is sick. It's
Yeah,
great
definitely.
cardio. Um, Majority of my workouts are just weights. Like I love lifting. It's so
Yeah,
much fun. The thing is, like, the gym really helps me just de-stress when it comes to
yeah.
school and just um
It's like a
like
stress reliever.
yeah, it's a great stress reliever. Like people have like whatever hobbies they do to relieve stress. I have the gym, right?
Yeah.
Um,
I don't know if I'm at that level yet. I don't know.
yeah.
I feel like I was at that level at one point. Like I was just like, anytime I felt stressed, like I would just start doing push-ups, like, and it felt
Mhm.
good. But like I'm
Yeah.
not. I stopped. I stopped. I'm not going at that level no more. And I feel like now it's just kind of like I'm like dreading my workouts, and I'm like, oh my god, I gotta work out.
Oh yeah, like that sucks. Like that was me in the beginning.
Yeah.
I like, really
And
didn't like.
I definitely know like it's my fault, like, cause like how you were saying like earlier, like the power of habits. Like I was working out strong, and then like I got sick for a little bit, and I just like let that be my excuse. Like I definitely could have done like little things. Like I just
Yeah.
like laid down all day, and like I totally was not feeling that sick. Like I definitely could have done stuff.
Mhm.
I was just being lazy, and then like it played a way bigger role, because like after like I didn't work out for a week because I was like sick, but I really wasn't
Oh,
sick. You know
you
what
were
I
sick. You were sick. You
mean?
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then like after that, I was just like I was better. Like I wasn't really even sick. I just had a cough. Like I had allergies. I was better. I was better. And then I was just like, I'm not gonna work out. And then like midweek, I was like, what am I doing? Not working out. And then I started working out, and I was like, this is horrible. Why am I working out?
Dang.
And like ever since then, it's kind of just been like so dreadful to work out. But like I want to get back to that level where I'm like enjoying workouts.
Yeah, I feel that. I feel like it is tough to like get back into working out when you've
Yeah.
stopped for a while because like no, you're like if you're thinking about it, like you're like throwing up weights. Like a majority of people like wouldn't find that fun or like at all. You know,
Yeah.
you're throwing weights around. Like it's heavy. You're
Yeah.
sweating. It's like majority of people just don't like that.
Yeah.
So I completely understand people who like don't enjoy working out. So it's
I will say it is fun though. After like when I'm done, like I'll be like all hyped and feeling good.
oh yeah, it feels so good. It feels so good afterwards. Like after like a leg day,
Oh
and
no.
my legs are just
Hey,
pumping. I love it.
you
I
like
love it.
leg day?
I love leg day.
I I did leg day. I did an intense leg day last week, and I was sore for like 2 days. Like I was working my glutes, and I never work my glutes. And like it
Dude.
was like I was like I couldn't even sit down. It hurt so much.
Yeah, like when you have to go use like the restroom after
Yeah,
leg day.
definitely.
It's the
I did,
worst.
I did it. I did the workout whenever I was like in the training, the seminar, the like conference, and we
Uh-huh.
were sitting all day. So like I was like trying to find like
Oh,
different positions.
oh
Like
no,
I was
you're
like
just like moving
stretching.
around.
Yeah.
Dang. Nah, like I love leg days. Like you burn the most calories during leg days because your quads and your hamstrings are just like your quads are massive, you know, like they're
Yeah.
just they're one of the biggest muscles in your body. So like
For
just
sure.
getting the blood moving in there, it hurts, but it feels personally I love the pump afterwards. Like people enjoy like bicep pumps. I love leg pumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What part of your leg? Your quad?
I love working out my quads. I mean, personally, yeah, quads are fun. Hamstrings are nice too. I love like deadlifts.
Yeah.
Deadlifts are sick. Um, but yeah, anything legs. I hate working out arms.
You hate working out arms.
Yeah, I'm like majority
I'm
of
the other way
people.
around. Like I don't mind arms. Arms is kind of cool for me.
Yeah, like majority of people love working out arms because of like the feeling afterwards. Like their like arms like pumping, like
Yeah,
the
my
blood's
arms feel
moving.
huge after.
Yeah, yeah. I like.
I even think they look a little bit different after my pumps, because
Oh,
like
like
after my pumps, like
1000.
I'll be flexing and I'll be like, "Where'd you get that muscle from?" And then like I'll flex later and it's not there, and I'm like so disappointed.
Yeah, like Yeah, the arm pump is sick. Like your arms get so huge afterwards, right?
Yeah.
And it just disappears, which
Just like it's like you walk from like the mirror, like the place you're at to a mirror, and it's like gone.
yeah, like you'll go from like re-racking the weights and you go to your car and then your arms are back to normal.
Yeah.
It sucks. I also find like arm workouts really boring because you're doing the same thing, right? You're curling and you're like extending down, right? So
Yeah.
it's just the same like thing every
I
time.
would say my arm days are kind of boring.
Yeah, compared to like chest or back where you can do a bunch of different stuff. It's well,
Yeah.
chest is like you're just pressing and there's a bunch of different stuff. But like I love back. Back is fun too. There's so many
Okay.
things you can do with it.
What's your favorite back workout?
Huh?
What's your favorite back workout?
I've been doing okay, so there's this TikToker, right? His name is JPG Coaching,
Uh,
and like his like signature like back exercise is like you're kneeling, you're
mhm.
on one knee, and you have like a D handle on like a cable, and you're
Yeah.
pulling down, and it's working your lat. It
Hmm.
feels so good, bro. Like you're pulling down,
Yeah.
and feel it like right here. It feels so good. Like I love like my back. It feels great. I love back
Yeah.
workouts.
That sounds intense.
It's just it's not intense. You're just
Like
pulling
not
down.
like an intense workout, but like an intense burn.
Yeah, like you really if you like go slow, you really feel it.
Yeah.
Oh, um, but yeah, like I would work out like in the mornings. I love having like a great morning because I feel like if you have a great morning, you're setting yourself up for
Yeah.
a
You're
great
setting
day.
yourself up for success.
Exactly.
You do meditations in the mornings too, right?
Yes, I do.
What kind of
For
you have a meditation, like a focused meditation?
I sometimes use an app like a guided meditation on like an app, or sometimes I will just sit there and just breathe in, breathe out, and just try to clear my head of things,
Yeah.
you know. And like before like the snow, because I live in Minnesota, and there's like snow on the ground
Snowing
right
in
now.
Minnesota? No
Yeah,
way.
it's crazy.
That's crazy. I don't know if I could live somewhere where it snows.
It sucks, dude. Like people here,
We're over here
oh,
in Texas. We're over here in Texas, and it's like supposedly supposed to snow tomorrow. And like
uh-huh.
everyone, the last time it snowed was like last year, and like it was horrible for us because like supposedly we weren't prepared, but I don't know how true that is.
Yeah.
Um, so like supposedly we weren't prepared, so we had like a really like power was going out, and like everyone had a really
Oh
bad
yeah, I
experience
remember
with
that.
snow. Yeah. So like now they're like calling that we're like in a winter advisory, and like we're expecting snow, and like everyone's tripping out, and like like the
Dang.
wind right now is kind of crazy. Like it's actually really crazy. Like it's like blowing the stuff up. Um,
Oh,
so like I don't know if it's gonna snow, but I know it's kind of cold, and I can't stand the cold. It be making my lips chapped.
I, dude, that's what I'm saying. I have to reapply chapstick like
Yeah. What
so
chapstick
often.
do you use? The chapstick I've been using, they suck.
I use Carmex, which isn't
Carmex.
the
Okay, that's the one I recently started, and it's like okay, but I
it's
have to
oh
reapply often.
yeah, that's the thing. Like you have to reapply often.
Yeah.
Um, before like the snow and everything, like in the fall, I would like go through my morning. I would wake up early, go through my morning, right? Go to class and everything and work out. And then like I found out that during the afternoons I would crash.
Yeah.
Do you get that feeling like where you're like extremely tired, like at like three
Yeah.
o'clock, 3 o'clock?
Def- Definitely. So I started trying to implement for like a week, and I was like implementing waking up at like five something, and like when I did those week like around like 1 2, I was like
You
I
crashed.
could barely keep my head up because like I was just like
Yep.
I felt so tired.
Yep.
So like I just stopped because I was like I like felt like I wouldn't like do anything about it, and then I would just like be tired for the rest of the day. So I was like, I feel like that's not working out for me. So I just went back to my normal schedule.
Yeah, like it personally, that happened to me really consistently too. Like I would get extremely tired
Yeah.
like during the afternoon. One thing or a few things that like really helped me with that is like I'd go on like walks at around like 2 p.m., 1 p.m., 2 p.m., and I would just feel refreshed again. I'd go
Yeah.
on a walk, just don't listen to music, don't listen to anything. I would just fresh air, just walk and just think, right?
Yeah.
Another thing is actually meditating outside. Like I would sit outside for like 10 minutes and just sit there and just breathe and just be there. I
Yeah.
feel like
Be in the
it just
now.
gets the brain moving. I don't know. Helps me out.
It's actually I don't know the exact benefits, but I know that if you go outside like barefooted and like stand in the at like the ground, like the fresh dirt and like grass, like it's really beneficial for you for like if you just stand there and for 10 minutes, like just allow your feet
Wow.
to soak up whatever nutrients the earth has. I don't know the exact nutrients, so that's why I don't want to say, but
Oh,
I know it's really beneficial for you.
that's interesting. I might
Yeah.
actually That's interesting. I'm gonna look that up actually
Yeah,
after
definitely.
this. Um, like even on so last semester, like every Tuesday, I'd be on campus from like like 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Yeah.
So like I was on campus for 10 hours and I drive to school. So I'd be there for 10 hours. I was so tired. Like I wouldn't know what to do. So what I would do, I would bring a book, right?
Mhm.
I would lay down outside and
Wait,
read
why
for
were
an
you
hour.
there? Why were you why were you there so early? Like, is that what time your class
Oh,
started? Or?
yeah. So I had like 4 classes that day, but they were all spread out. They weren't back to back.
Oh, okay, yeah,
So
yeah,
like
yeah,
the thing
yeah.
with like parking, I'm not trying to leave and then come back and pay for more parking.
Yeah.
So like I just stayed on campus all day. Um, I'd study, I'd go to class, and then like between classes, I would go outside, sit on like the lawn, and just like look up at the sky and read a book. And
Yeah,
it was so relaxing.
yeah.
Like just being
It
outside.
sounds relaxing, just like being in nature, reading a book. Those are like,
Yeah,
and then those are two of some of your favorite things to do, right?
yeah.
Yeah,
Like also hearing like just the background noise of people walking to class, talking to each other, it's like really like relaxing. And then
yeah.
sometimes people would walk up.
Like a white noise.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
And like the thing with my campus, we have turkeys on our campus.
yeah.
Sometimes
Actual
I'll be,
turkeys.
yeah, like real like big turkeys. Like I remember this one time I was reading, I was laying down, looking up at the sky reading, and then I like finished my 25-minute like reading increment
Yeah.
for and then I look up and I saw like a turkey like 5 feet away from me just looking at me.
What did you do? What did you do?
No, they're like friendly turkeys. Like you can walk up to
Are
them and
they
like,
y'all's mascot?
no. We're our mascot's like a gopher. I
Yeah.
go to the University of Minnesota. Like our mascot's a gopher, but they're like turkeys that walk around our campus, and they're really friendly. Like you can walk up to them and feed them. They'll let
Yeah.
you feed them and stuff. It's really cool. Like
That is kind of cool. That's interesting.
I almost got surrounded by like 4 turkeys.
What?
Yeah, like 4 of them. They walked up on me and then they like looked at me and then they walked the other way.
Yeah.
I was like I was concerned because I thought they were gonna jump me or something. Like I'm just trying to read, man.
There was actually yesterday. It wasn't like with the turkey, but it was kind of like in the turkey family with roosters.
Uh-huh.
We were working at a job site and they have roosters there, and it was like we had just finished like doing what we're doing, and it was like the lunch hour, and we had like finished eating, and there was like we were just like there, and we all took a nap, so we were like laying down, and we're like outside, we're like out in the open, it's working construction, so we're outside and we're taking a nap, and the roost like I hear him because like I couldn't go to sleep because it was my first day. And I was like, how are these people sleeping outside? I know they hear these mosquitoes. The sun is beating on my face. Like,
Oh no.
I was like not able to sleep. Like I was just laying there and I could hear them walking. And my
Yeah.
grandpa always told me, he was like, roosters are mean. Like, don't play with them. So like I
Oh,
got scared and I like looked up and I was like looking around and but I didn't see them. I just could hear them. And I was like, where are they? And then
yeah.
I like laid back down. I like because I sat up to look and then I laid back down. I was like, I closed my eyes and then like I don't know, like 5 minutes passed and like I started falling asleep. Like I wasn't like fully asleep, but I was relaxed. And I heard him again, but I was like so relaxed. And I was like, I don't even care. They can just do whatever. And then the guy, like he just like you hear him like jump up and yell. And like he speaks, I don't know exactly what he says, but he speaks like dominantly Spanish. And he like starts yelling and he's like yelling and he's like, vete a la verga, vete, vete. And like they're like attacking him and he like jumps up and he said that he was like asleep and one of them like started pecking his leg.
That's so funny. How like roosters are just so aggressive for no reason.
Yeah.
Like they're small birds, but it's just like they'll just jump you and peck at you. It's crazy.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
The roosters,
Yeah,
they're no joke. I've never owned roosters, but we've owned like guinea fowls, and those things are mean too.
dang. I feel like smaller animals are more aggressive than bigger animals.
Yeah,
Small
like
dogs,
chihuahuas.
yeah,
Chihuahuas are
chihuahuas, they're
dangerous.
crazy.
Yeah,
My gosh. Like,
I feel that for sure. Chihuahua.
yeah,
Have you ever gotten bitten in the ankle by a chihuahua?
no,
I saw my
no.
mom get bit by one. She was dropping something off, and there was like a little chihuahua, and he came out from the car. And he was like barking, and he was like yelling at her, not yelling like physically yelling, but like growling and like making
Yeah,
all
like,
these
yeah.
noises. And he's like getting ready to attack, and my mom just keeps walking because she's like not afraid of this little dog. And then like the little dog comes and like bites her ankle, and like he like goes in like hard. He's like ah, he like goes in, and like my mom like jumps up and like she like starts running, and like the dog's chasing her like trying to bite her, and it's like a little dog like this big.
Little teeny tiny dog.
Yeah,
They just need a big dog to put them in their place, man. Like,
yeah,
those little dogs are crazy. Oh, gosh.
for real.
Yeah, yeah. I need to actually read more. Actually, I've honestly I've been slowing down on reading for some reason. I don't know why. I still have a bunch of books to read, but I just haven't been reading as much as I've like
Is
wanted
it
to.
because like you've been busy, or you just haven't like just really been reading?
Um, Honestly, yeah, I've been pretty busy.
Yeah,
I feel like next week I'll be able to like do. I'll have a bunch of free like more free time next week
yeah.
because my girlfriend's going back to school. But yeah, like right now, like this whole winter break, I haven't been reading as much. So I'm trying to get back into that.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty sad.
I'm sure that'll be good.
Oh my gosh.
Good.
Another thing that I love doing, I love journaling.
Like your feelings?
Not like that, but like writing down my goals and stuff.
Oh,
And
okay. I mean, journaling
I,
your feelings is cool too.
I yeah, it is, but I like in
Like
this
your
like little
journaling is like journaling. Like, do you believe in manifestation?
like I mean to an extent, right?
Yeah.
If
Like
you
obviously, like you have to do something about it. Like you can't.
right. Like that's the thing that like holds me back from manifestation. Like obviously you should be telling yourself like positive things, right? But
Yeah.
if you're not doing anything about it, then there's really no point in manifesting things.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree with you. I feel like the way I see manifesting is like you can tell yourself whatever you want, all you want, but it doesn't happen until like you start doing things to it.
Exactly.
But the fact that you have it like in your head and you're constantly thinking about it and you're already putting action to it, that's like when like I don't know, I feel like the brain can like connect with the earth and like everything can like intertwine and it can like help benefit you if you're doing good and like leading for that cause. So that's kind of how I feel like it all ties into effect. But like I totally agree with you. Like if you're not doing what you saying you want to achieve, like how is it ever gonna happen?
Right. It's just not gonna happen. You
Like
know?
yeah,
Like
most
you're saying things, but you're not doing. Like
yeah,
doers are more likely to do well than people who are say they're gonna do shit, do
definitely.
stuff. You know, like
I for my manifestations, I do kind of like incantations. Like I'll like tell myself like I am like whatever I want to be. Like if say I want to have like so I did it with this podcast. So I actually told myself I was like I'm gonna have a podcast by February. And then I was like, why am I holding off till February? Like I just put it in my goal because it was like super overwhelming to me like to even start a podcast. And then I like wrote it down and I was like, I'm gonna have a podcast by February. And it was like that little word is I am gonna have it. Like you already made it into existence. That's kind of like how I see it as manifesting it. And then I did, and I just like I literally like I wrote it down, and like 2 weeks later, like like all these things came into play, and then like started working out. And like it's still not a podcast that I like a true podcast because it's just a Zoom call, but it's still like I took action and I'm working towards that. And I feel like I could say it all I want, like you said, but like it's not gonna happen until I still take that initial leap. You know what I mean? But I
yeah.
feel like how like it all intertwined, like different things just like click together.
Oh no, yeah, like I 1000% agree. Like you should be saying I am doing this, like
Yeah,
present tense, or like saying it as if you already did it. I feel like that helps a lot too.
yeah,
But if you're one other thing that's really important is if you're saying if you say you'll clean your room within an hour, it'll take you an hour.
Yeah,
If
yeah,
you say you'll clean your room within 10 minutes, it'll take you 10 minutes, right?
yeah.
So if you're like putting time constraints on like a certain goal, I feel like you
Definitely.
know,
Yeah,
push.
I totally agree with that.
Yeah, like
That's
I
how I try to set up my stuff. Like I try to put on now I used to be like kind of just open about it and be like February or December, whatever it was, spring. So I gave myself that openness, but now like I've realized like the importance of like detail and like setting an actual date or like an actual time, like if it's a time frame.
yeah, like that's great, like I feel like the more deep you dive into your goals and the more specific they are, the more likely you'll like actually achieve them.
Definitely.
Also creating a plan. People
Yeah.
set goals without creating a plan. It never
Yeah.
goes through, like
It's just like a dream. Like you can't do nothing.
right. At
You
that
got,
point it's not even a goal, it's a dream. You're
yeah,
not putting any work into it.
definitely. I feel like whenever you set your goals, like you're obviously at a state like where you know what you want and you're like feeling good about yourself. And I feel like you should make a move that's gonna lead you to the next to your future goal that you just set. Like you need to make a move in that time to
Yep.
either it's gonna make you lead to that moment or it's gonna like somehow intertwine and make you like lead you to that moment basically. Like it's gonna set you up.
Yeah, that's a great way to say it. Like I feel if you're already writing down your goal or a goal rather, you're already building momentum,
Mm-hmm.
like towards it, you might as
Yeah,
well keep going, right?
yeah, definitely.
And the sooner you figure out like an actual plan and what distractions might pop up, like I have a like certain way I structure out my goals. I'll have a goal, sub goals, and I'll have like this other page where like scenarios that might pop up and how I can
Yeah.
leap over those scenarios, like certain
Like
like
you'll be prepared
scenarios.
for them if they ever do pop up.
Exactly, I have it all written down. Like
That's really smart.
it's great being proactive. Like if you're
Yeah,
proactive, you're more likely to achieve your goal.
yeah. And it's
Yeah.
like if it ever does happen, like you're not shocked, like you're prepared for it.
Yep. You're not overwhelmed because you already have it written down somewhere and
Definitely.
you know exactly what to do because you have a solution plan for it.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
really smart. I feel like I need to start incorporating that.
Yeah, I found it from I actually read that from a book,
Yeah.
like writing down like it's not just about writing a goal, it's about actually having a plan. I think I actually have the book. I have it right here. Let me grab
Yeah.
it.
What book is it called?
It's called here. It's called Smarter, Faster, Better. Um, the transformative power of real productivity. I love like being productive. I love the feeling of being productive.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
Definitely.
author of this book actually wrote this book as well.
Oh yeah.
So I love these two books. I love the author. He's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Tony Robbins?
I love Tony Robbins. I listen to his
Robbins. Yeah.
podcast a lot. Yeah.
Tony Robbins is the man.
He's sick. He's sick. He's honestly the one. I feel like he's the one that got me into all of this stuff. Cause I remember during like school, my senior year, I was tired of listening to music on the way to school, like on the bus. So I was like, what else can I listen to? I looked at podcasts. I
Yeah.
went through like a few sports ones, and then I saw Tony Robbins eventually, and I like started
Yeah.
listening to some of his stuff, and I was like, wow, this guy's great. This
Yeah.
guy's great.
He's
And
amazing. Changed my
yeah,
life.
yeah, he's changed my life for sure too. Um, and after Tony Robbins, I branched out to other like podcasts, but he's
Yeah.
the one that definitely got me into like the whole personal development stuff, like me reading.
Definitely.
I wouldn't be reading if it wasn't for Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
He's,
all based off him.
that event that I attended was actually with Tony Robbins. It was phenomenal. There's actually an event coming up that he's hosting for free. It's like I think it's 5 days.
Mhm.
I think a 90 minutes a day. It's totally free. You can go. I'll share the link. I'll share it with you, and I'll also put it in the description so y'all can go check that out.
Sweet.
But for sure, y'all can go check that out. It'll definitely benefit you, no doubts, no doubt
Yeah.
about it.
like he is amazing. I feel like he's
I,
like
I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for him. Like no,
honestly,
like I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing if it wasn't for him. That's no questions asked.
he's been like in this like niche for so long too, like
Years.
years
Like,
and
he's
years.
62 years old.
And he still has great energy too,
Yeah,
right? For the same
yeah. He
age.
be jumping up and down. He had mercury poison over the training.
Uh-huh.
And he was still like going at it like crazy.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, it was
He's
really impressive. And he also has an 8-month-old baby. Did you know that?
wow,
Yeah,
really?
yeah. He says
Dang,
he plans to see her graduate too. Like he is like no questioning like that he will see her graduate.
that's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's the
that is
type of
so cool.
mentality I want to be on, but I don't think I'll make it because I like Mexican food a little bit too much.
Yeah, I like my Asian food. I like my Vietnamese food too.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, I mean, it depends, like, like diet and all. It's working out. It's tough, but it is manageable. I feel
Definitely.
like you don't have to cut things out of your diet as long as you're eating them in like actual
Yeah, for sure. Like a
portions of your food.
proportional amount. Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually went plant-based for a little bit and that was like phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like once I got off, it was like it's hard to get back on now. But while I was on it, it was amazing. And like I wish I could. I know I can get back on. I just like lose that drivenness, and it's so much easier to just grab whatever than it is to like be watching what you're eating.
Yeah, of course. Like, I feel like personally, I've never tried plant based because I love my meat protein too much to actually try. But props to you, man. Like
Yeah.
that's
I feel
it's
like that
tough.
is how I lost like over 90 pounds, and I'd say 60 of the pounds came from going plant-based.
Oh wow, that's insane.
Yeah.
What? Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Props to you. Great job, dude. Oh my gosh,
Yeah, for
90
sure. I
pounds.
appreciate that. Yeah.
90 pounds. That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's been a hell of a ride. Quarantine messed me up. I was like, I had to face some emotions that I didn't know I was facing. And
Yep.
I just went straight to eating as like my emotional habit, and it fucked me up.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
I was
It's
like that
been good
too.
though. I've learned a lot and made me who I am today.
Yeah, I feel like stress eating is a real thing. Like
Definitely.
for me, I remember last August, not like this August, but like August of 2020, I like went through a breakup, right?
Yeah.
And I was like really, I was in a bad place and I just ate a bunch and I gained like 10, 15 pounds from just eating and stress eating.
Yeah.
And eventually I was like, I'm tired of this. I'm gonna change. Like I'm done being sad, I'm done with
Yeah.
this. I'm done being miserable. And I dropped all of that weight and I dropped some more. I in like overall I dropped like 25-ish pounds, 20 pounds.
Yeah. Good
And I got
job.
pretty, yeah, thanks. I got like pretty lean. I got pretty lean. And I was pretty happy. But the thing was like I couldn't do it. I liked eating a bunch.
Yeah.
I love eating, so it's like it's tough for me to stay lean.
Yeah.
Um, especially trying to cut too. Like I'm trying to cut now, but it's just not working at all for some reason. But
Yeah.
um,
I know what you mean.
yeah, it's so hard. But
Yeah.
I was really committed to losing weight, and I did for
Yeah.
a bit, and then I bulked up again, and then I'm here. I
Yeah.
mean, right now my physique is like decent. I like my physique, but I'm
Yeah.
not like, as lean as I want to be, and
Yeah.
that's where I'm trying to
I
get.
for sure. Like I feel you. I'm cool with like I'm glad I don't look like how I used to look, but it's still not where I want it to be.
Yeah, yeah, get that.
Definitely. Well,
But
I do have a question for you.
mm,
Let me pull it up really quick.
okay,
But if you
sweet.
were on a deserted island, what would you rather have? A map, a book of 101 things to do, called 101 things to do so you never get on a desert. Hold on, let me restart that. A book called 101 things to do on a deserted island so you never get bored, a camera to take selfies, a companionship or a buddy, an iPod full of your favorite music, podcasts, etc. Tools to build a water stool, so you never run out of water.
Oh, so like, let's say if I don't get the water soul, would I eventually run out of water and die?
I don't like. You just have to be like resourceful.
Okay, I just have to be resourceful then. Okay.
Yeah.
Me personally, I am not like nature man at all. I feel like I would not make it if I
Yeah.
was in the forest randomly. Like I would not make it. I would die. No. And
Yeah.
like all of that, like the companionship is something I'd really consider. Um, just because if you're just by yourself, it's just really depressing.
Yeah. Definitely.
Um, and the 100 things to like do thing, I feel like that's cool, but like you're gonna run out of things to do,
Yeah.
and like you do them, like if you repeat them, it's just not gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Um, a map would be interesting too, like just knowing where everything is.
Yeah.
Is the goal to get off the island or survive on the island? I'm asking a lot of questions, but
Yeah. No. It's cool. It's just what do you prefer? Do you prefer to stay on the island and survive, or do you prefer to escape and
oh
like?
no, I'm trying to leave, bro. I'm trying to go home, bro. I'm not trying to stay, man. So I feel like okay. I feel like if I got a map, I'd be able to get like the resources I need to
Yeah.
build up like a water thing. I feel like
Yeah.
find like a water source. So I feel like the water thing's out of the window for me. Um, if I had like a social buddy, I feel like that would be nice too. But we would be like competing for resources.
Yeah.
So I feel like that would be smart, but at the same time, it's like
You can
it's
see the
double
problem.
the resources. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I would take the map.
Yeah.
I take the map. I mean, the podcast and music, that's nice. Like, I feel like that's not gonna. It'll like keep me relaxed, but I feel like
And
it's
how are you gonna charge the podcast? I mean, how are you gonna charge the iPod?
right. Like, how are you gonna charge it? What if it dies? There's nothing to charge it.
Yeah, I feel you.
Yeah, I would take the map.
I would definitely say that I could see that from you. Like you need like structure, that certainty, that guarantee, almost that guaranteed.
Yeah. Oh,
Definitely.
is that like some like personality test or something?
Yeah, it is. It is.
Oh, that's so
You're,
interesting, man.
you're the first person who has actually picked up on it. Everyone
That's
else, you
so
can just like totally jump into the conversation. And they don't even notice it.
that's
Oh,
so interesting.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Do you want me to explain it to you?
Yeah, explain. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
explain.
Let me pull it up
Yeah.
again so you can get the exact which ones I have. So a map is like a certainty. So like if you need certainty, structure, like just that something's gonna happen. A book of 101 things to do is kind of like that uncertainty. Like you want uncertainty, like you want something to happen. You want that excitement. A camera to take selfies is more of like you want everything to be about you. Like you want
Oh,
everything. You want to be the center of attention. A companionship or a buddy is like you value connection in your life. You just value connection. An iPod full of your favorite music and podcasts is just like you value being alone and you value like learning, but you'd rather do it alone. You know what I mean? Just because like
yeah.
you just rather be alone on a deserted island. And then
Yeah.
a tools to build like a solar scale, like the solar one is more of like independent, also certainty because you'll be like positive that you'll be having your water come in. So
Yeah.
it's like resourcefulness and certainty and like it's that one's like a big one, like for like it falls under a lot.
Okay. No,
Yeah.
that's really interesting.
Yeah.
I find personality tests and all of that stuff really like interesting because
Yeah, it is. Those things can be like really accurate sometimes.
yeah.
It's kind of like a little bit scary.
Like you'll read like something, it sounds exactly like you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. What would you pick? That's Mike. What would you pick?
I would pick a companionship or a buddy.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because like I get bored easily, like if I'm alone, and especially like if I don't have a phone, like I'm gonna start like I don't know, like I feel like I'd go crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. No, like
Like I feel like I might be able to survive, but then like maybe like a little bit like a couple days into it, I'd be like, why am I doing this? And I just give up.
yeah. Yeah.
And I feel like if I had like that partner, I would be kind of like that accountability and like, well, it's not just me that I gotta help out. Like I got you too.
That's a good point, like you're not
Yeah,
just doing it for yourself, you have someone else to do it for.
yeah,
So that's interesting.
definitely. Do you
Yeah.
have any questions you'd like to ask me while we're on the
Oh, why did you want to start a podcast?
um I don't know. I honestly I can't give you a for sure answer. It's just my senior year, I just like thought I like joked around with it and I was like, I think I should start a podcast. But like I
Yeah.
didn't really say anything. And then like one day in class, I said something and I was like, it'd be cool to start a podcast. And like the school I went to, like we had 12 people in our whole senior class. Like we were a super small class.
Wow.
Yeah, super small. And I said it just openly to my friend, and like the other people heard because like, wait, there's 12 kids in our whole class.
Right, right.
Like I told one of my friends, I was like, dude, we should start a podcast. And then someone else heard from across the room and they're like, you should start a podcast. And then we started talking about podcasts. And then it like actually happened. Like me and my friend did like little podcasts. It was like nothing too serious. Just starting it up, but like it was nothing that fell through. Like it just kind of like we did one and that was it.
Yeah, it was just
Yeah. And
yeah.
then that was like when my interest started, but I like couldn't really pinpoint it like why I wanted to. But then like I met Tony Robbins and he like focuses on like what do you really want in life? And like I still didn't know like because I didn't meet him physically, but like I attended one of his events in March of 2021 and like I like knew I wanted a podcast, but I like still didn't know fully. Like I just thought it would be a cool idea. So then it was like that was it. Like I like rolled around, the year finished, and like December was rolling around, and I went to another one of his events, and he was like, "What do you really want?" And he was like, "We're doing an activity where he was like, write all your goals down you want to achieve, if for your whole lifetime." And he was like, "And if you can't write it down, like if you don't write it down, like just think that you'll never achieve it." And I was like, "Oh my god, like that's
Wow.
extreme." So I was
Wow.
like, I had like 3 pages written of, and he only gave me like 5 minutes. I like did like the timer's going down and it's like so stressful. Like I'm like writing intensely, like writing everything I can think of. And one of the things that I just put on there, like when I reread my list, I saw that I put start a podcast, and I was like, I'm gonna start a podcast. So like unconsciously, like I've already like done it. But then once I like realized like, okay, if I'm gonna go through with this, I have to know why I want it because it's obviously not gonna be sunshine and rainbows the whole time. Like I have to have a deeper meaning than just my unconscious mind knowing like that'll
Right.
go a far way, but when it's getting hard, my unconscious mind is probably not gonna pull through on me.
Yep.
So then I started like thinking, and I was like, why do I want a podcast? And I was like, well, for one, I like connecting with people. Like I like connection, and just like a connection is like it goes so far. Like you don't know where that connection can lead to down the road. And then also just like learning, sharing our insight is like you can never stop learning because when you stop learning, like when you stop growing, you're dying, and that's like horrible. So you
Yep.
always got to continue learning and growing, and this is an amazing opportunity, and it's just a way to impact our lives, but also the people's lives that are listening. So that's just it sounds pretty cool. So that I thought it was an amazing idea, and I was like, it's gonna be fun, and I just started it.
No, that's sick. Like the
Yeah,
whole if you're not growing, you're dying. Like that quote is great. Isn't
yeah.
that like a Tony Robbins
That is a
quote?
Tony
I
Robbins.
swear, yeah.
Most of my quotes are from Tony Robbins.
Yeah, nah, yeah. That quote is really good. Like he's so inspirational.
Yeah,
Like
definitely.
love his podcast, love what he
Yeah.
does. It's great. It's great.
He's an amazing person. He was actually, we were attending like a business mastery, so it was focused more on like business, and
Mhm.
like he like tells you like how like the secret to living is giving, and like how you should always want to give, like whether it's like if you're in a position to give, like you definitely should give it, and even like if you're not in a position, like you don't have to give something physically, but you can give like your time, your presence, your appreciation. Like those things are like so small, but it's cost free, and it goes like such a long way. Like
Yeah.
it's so crazy, and he like really teaches that how this the secret to living is giving, and we're like I'm fortunate enough to be able to like give back, so we're doing like charity events, and I was like participating in that, and we actually he like feeds all these kids, like he feeds millions and millions of kids like yearly. I think he's trying to get to like 1 billion in like by the next year. It's crazy like
That's so
how like
great.
one person can have such a positive impact. But
Yeah.
anyways, we were like we're doing a charity event, and this charity event was like for like people who get like sex trafficked, and that's like it's horrible, like the things that happen to
Wow.
sex trafficked people. And we watched a video, and it's like super interactive. Like it's called a seminar, but it's not a seminar. Like I don't even know how to explain it. It's like therapy on steroids with dancing. uh, this one was a little bit different because it was like business, but it was still a lot of information of like emotional stuff too. But we did this like a charity event to say like to help save the people who are getting sex traffic. And we raised like the group, like the whole group of, I don't know the exact number. I think it was like 2,000 people. We raised like over $1 million in like over like a matter of time, like a matter of like 4 days. Like we raised over $1 million to help save like all these people who are getting sex trafficking. It's such a beautiful thing. It's an amazing thing. I believe the number is 2,500 females are getting 2,500 females are getting saved from getting sex trafficked with all the money we raised. So it's a really amazing thing. I would definitely recommend Tony to anyone. That's my go-to guy. I don't even know him. He has no idea of my existence, and he's like, he's an amazing guy. I would definitely. He's very humble though. I bet if he met me, like he would talk to me like I'm just a normal person.
Yeah, like you have like a normal conversation with them.
Yeah, definitely.
That's sick. Okay. I've got another like really generalized like question. Like, what do you do for fun? You know,
What I do
just
for fun.
Yeah, just general question.
For sure. So I like to work out. Not so much right now. Like it's not really my thing, but usually I like to work out. Boxing is pretty fun. Like I don't even see boxing as working out anymore just because like it's so fun to me. So boxing is pretty fun. I recently started writing. I'm currently writing a book right now.
Oh,
and,
that's sick.
And I've been writing, and that's really been fun. Like it's just like you tap into a whole different mind of yourself, and you're like after when I'm done, like I like put on a creative hat. So I'm like, I'm in a different mind. I'm a different Caleb. I'm like moving differently. I'm like typing. But then when I finish and I read it, I'm like, oh my God, where did I come up with that? And like maybe it's gonna be a total flop, but it's only good in my head. But like I'm having fun right now.
Awesome. Creators. That's so smart. That's so
cool. So writing's been pretty fun. I like helping people, man. I like whether it's like helping you with like some CBD because you're stressed out, or whether it's just like helping you out because you got a problem, whether it's physically, emotionally, or mentally. I just find that fun in a way, because like we're only here on this life once. You deserve to live your best life. Like, and if I could be a source to help you live your best life, I'd love to do that. You know what I mean?
That's great to hear. That's so that's good, man. That's great. I honestly love like podcasts. This is my first time being on like an actual podcast, so this is so like great. But like down the road I would want to start like my own podcast, you know, like
definitely. I would for sure say do it. There's times where I'm like questioning myself, like I'll be like, do I really want to like continue on with this? And I'm like, I'm having fun. Like, yeah, it's a little bit stressful, but I am having fun. And then like there'll be times where I'm like, well, can I do this in my podcast? And I'm like, I can do whatever I want. This is my podcast.
Right, it's your podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I definitely say you should start it, bro. I definitely would say that.
Yeah, I have a few ideas too. Like I've been thinking like, since I'm in like the business niche, and there's so many like other theme pages, like big theme pages, like I could reach out to them and like I don't know, like connect with them and like have them hop on my podcast and talk about Instagram live.
Networking for sure.
Like no one's doing that too. Like no one's doing that. Like no one's.
Yeah, you got to start the trend, bro.
Yeah, it's sick. It's so cool.
I would love to listen to your podcast once you get it started, man.
Oh yeah, dude. I'll definitely hook you up. I'll bring you on if I ever do start a podcast.
For sure.
That'd be so cool.
Was there any other questions you had?
Do you enjoy reading?
Do I enjoy reading? I think if I have a book that I can really get into, I do enjoy it. But like if it's like a financial book, I do have really hard trouble getting into financial books. Even like I have like books that are like finance for dummies, and I still have trouble getting into them. I don't know. I think it's just because I'm a visual and like I need to hear it. But like, like for like harder things, like I need to have like that visually, and like I need to hear it, and I need to be able to like read it. So like reading books about like harder stuff like that is like it's very unenjoyable for me.
Yeah.
But other stuff is like, I guess like if it's something I want to learn about, or if it's like a fictional book that I'm interested in, like that is for sure interesting, and that is something I do enjoy.
Yeah, fiction books are cool. Personally, like I haven't read a fiction book since like high school. But
Yeah,
like right now I'm reading like self-help books, and I'm not really reading any like finance books. I'm just reading like psychology books and like how your mind works and how to like better yourself. That's what I'm
yeah,
reading. The only like businessy book that I'm reading is like this one, The Wolf, like The Way of the Wolf. But
yeah,
outside of that, the only books I read are just like self-help books.
yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely,
Yeah.
I feel that. Those are some of the best books.
Honestly, yeah. I could sit in Barnes and Noble and just look at books all day. Like I love
Yeah.
books.
I went into a Barnes and Noble one time. It was like before like I was like kind of really switched my mindset, and like all my classmates, because we had gone on like a senior trip, and I don't know why we went to a library, but we went to, I mean like the Barnes and Nobles, like we went to a bookstore, and I was like, why are we going to a bookstore? Like I was so unintrigued, and like I just kept walking. I found the lids, and I bought some hats, and I like texted my friend. I was like, hey, where y'all at? And he was like, we're still at the bookstore. So I was like, okay. I like walked in there, and I was like, I had never seen so many books before in my life. I was like shocked. There was like elevators. I was shook. And then like there was like everyone was like getting books, and I was like, why are y'all getting books? Like what is the point of this?
Right.
But like now I kind of wish I would have got a book.
Yeah,
I wish I wouldn't have gotten a hat, and I wish I would have gotten a book.
no. Like personally, I didn't really get into reading. I honestly hated reading. Like as a kid, through middle school, through high school, until my senior year, I hated reading so much. I found it so boring.
Yeah,
But then like, Tony Robbins, came in and he was like, self-help, take care of yourself, learn, keep learning, always
yeah,
keep learning. And that just really got me into books. I was like, okay, I'll give it a shot. Doesn't hurt. And I really enjoyed it. Like I
yeah.
love reading. Like now I just can't stop reading. I love it.
Yeah, I feel you. I went through a phase like that in my life. And it might have been I wasn't reading like personal growth books. I was reading like fictional books.
Yeah.
But I was also like in a low spot, like it like mentally and emotionally, and like reading was just like an escape. Like
Yeah.
it's like a whole nother universe that you're entering into.
Oh yeah, that's great, man. Like just reading helps so
Yeah,
much.
definitely.
Yep. All right.
So is there any other questions, man?
Uh, I don't think so.
For sure.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I didn't want to like change the topic or ask like something else, and then you still have questions.
Oh no, I think
Yeah,
I'm on questions.
sure. Well, is there anything you'd like to tell me? Any advice you'd like to tell me, the people listening? Just anything
Um,
you'd like to say. It doesn't even have to be advice. Just something you want to say, a story, anything, man.
don't try to impress people.
Definitely.
Be
I can feel that.
you. Be okay with being different, Be okay with just being weird, standing out. Um, you don't have to fit in. People who try to fit in are losers. Um,
They're
and
miserable inside.
exactly. Just be yourself. Always learn. Always push yourself to be great. Yeah, that's
For
that.
sure. I
Yeah.
like it. I like
Yes,
it. I
sir.
like it. I like it. Alrighty, well, I think we could call it, man. That was I learned a lot from you. You put me on so many books, cryptos. It was
Yeah.
amazing time. I'm sure the people are gonna learn too. They got to. It's almost impossible not to.
Right. Like
uh,
this is all free, like
yeah,
free value.
free,
Free.
big, free.
Free. Yeah.
The Americans' favorite word, free.
Of course, everyone loves free. Who doesn't like free?
Yeah. Alrighty, well, I appreciate y'all for listening, and I'll catch y'all later. Peace out.